Hi everybody, it's Marcie and I have got the best treat for you today. So my friend Deanna saw this recipe and said that I should make this. And I looked at it and I thought, it was made for me. So that's what I'm going to do today. I can't remember what the place that put it up called them, but we're also, of course, doing it a little bit different and a little bit better. I'm calling them, what did I call them in the video? Turtle apples, something like that. So I'm gonna show you what we did. It's so different than your regular candy apple. First of all, it's easier to eat. And it's got chocolate, so what more could you want? Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I did. First, I cut up an apple into 4 pieces. The video, they had one of those huge Fuji apples. I just got regular ones. One of the biggest things you have to make sure you do is make sure the apple is dry before you dip it, because if it's not, the chocolate will not stick to it. Okay, so let's dry all of these off. So look, you get like, we should call them apple turtle lollipops or something, because they look like a lollipop. Another one of the things I found out as I've been getting ready for this is it's hard. The video had you leaving the core in. See where I took it out? Very like carefully and stuff. The video had you just leave the core in and people either eat it or eat around it. But I knew that would not go over so well with our family. So I took the core out, but then the problem with that is that it's hard to put this in, because you can see my first place I went to put it in, it's split. So you're gonna have to put it in the thickest part, and that was on the side. Okay, so let's start with these ends. Let's move this over here. I think I've got this set up well. The other mistake I made, well, I'll tell you about that when we get to it. So what I've done here is I've melted some of our Chef Select dark chocolate. Okay, Dove chocolate melts like nothing else. I mean, obviously you can use whatever chocolate you want, but Dove is #1 in the world. Why you would use something else, I don't know. Put it in a shallow dish. Now the other thing is, I'm making this, my family is meeting at a park tomorrow, so I'm making this for everybody to have one. But everyone doesn't like dark chocolate. And one of the things our company does is they insist on having everything unique. So we can't have something that's in the stores, so we don't have just the regular Dove milk chocolate. So what did I do, knowing that Dove is the best? I went out and bought a bunch of Dove Promises. You can buy bigger bars, but honestly I sort of like unwrapping the Promises, because it gives you all kinds of advice. Okay, how easy is that when it's dry? When the apple's dry, you can just dip it right in. Let's move this here. I'm gonna put that right on top of a mistake I made. Okay, the other mistake I made, I will tell you, oh shoot, and now it's coming back to hurt me. I tried to, yep, this is gonna be bad. I tried to get the easy way out without having to unwrap all of the caramels. And in doing so, I thought I was getting one of those wraps in the apple department, and I was not. The caramel that went with this particular apple, this particular set, had you had to make it. It was like a powder. Well, don't do that. It's just not as good. I'm gonna get enough together to do like one to show you what it's supposed to look like, but you can see it's did not come out so well. It was much better. I made it yesterday so that I could just soften it once I realized that there was a whole long complicated process to it. So what I would suggest you do is go ahead and get the ones you unwrap, or get these. In fact, I might just make some of these right now, so I can show you how easy it is. Because it really is very easy. It's just that this particular caramel. I mean, I have a caramel recipe that I know I've made before on this that I would absolutely use over this. I really thought I was going to be able to get one good one out of here. Doesn't look like that. Okay, I'm going to put this mess over here. Toss this in the microwave. Okay, now, while that's melting, because it's very easy, I'm going to go ahead and dip the rest of these apples. And it doesn't have to be as big as a plate. Just get it something that is shallow so you can get like the whole apple in it. Because you don't want to, I guess if you had a huge amount of chocolate, you would. Okay. And we'll see if those are ready. I think they might be. Okay, we need a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to dry these again because they've been sitting out and probably gathering some moisture. And if it doesn't sit totally flat, just put some over it. The other thing too, when you're getting ready to dip it in the chocolate, go ahead and heat the chocolate up. I think I've told you guys how to do that, 20, 20, 20. 20 seconds at a time, don't go over that, because then your chocolate will seize. There we go. And don't do it till it's completely done. Let it, you can add some to it. I'll do one milk right now too. And like I said, this is just Dove Promises, just like they're not the best thing on earth. I should tell you some of the advice I got from my Dove Promises today. Okay, so we've got, let's move this out of the way so you can see this now. We've got our 4 apples there, and all of those came from just one apple. Now we'll see if we can have some better caramel. Oh yeah, this is gonna be much better. Yeah, get the good stuff, or if you find the wraps, get those. They're totally fine. It was just that this was not a wrap. It was a big bummer when I found that out. This needs about 10 more seconds. Okay, so the Dove Promises. Okay, my favorite ones that I got today were Don't Wait for Sleep to Start Dreaming. Like that one a lot. There's Always Time for Love. Inhale the future, exhale the past. Be with people who make you laugh. Boy, I was with my ICAD group today, and those people make me laugh. If you need a networking group, you guys have to go to that. And my last one that I really like, Keep Life Moving Forward. Looking backward is only for time travelers. See, they always give you some good advice, too. Okay, so now we've got our caramel. And I really had planned on having this like prepared ahead so that I could just do it. And then that disaster of caramel happened. Can you guys see this still? Oh, the sun's so bad in here right now. I'm gonna have to find another counter to do this on. Okay, so take the caramel and you can drizzle it however you want. This would be a fun job to do with kids. I like caramel a lot, so I'm gonna add some more of that. I mean, you can make it look good and do the back and forth or whatever. But get it on there is the main thing, right? Move that. And like I said, I really like that it makes, that one apple can make so many. We used to always like get Merb's apples. For those of you in St. Louis, you know Merb's. Best apples. And they're way too big for one person. So we'd like be cutting them up, and the kids would be making sure that they got equal amounts or whatever. This way, everybody has. I mean, people might even want to, who knows? Okay, one other thing I see I should do is make sure you put, if it's got the rounded side, put that down or the caramel will slide off. Here, I'm gonna try it so it doesn't slide off here. That's when you get a big glob. Okay, so other than my caramel disaster, which thank goodness when I went to get the Dove today, I grabbed these because I was not happy with that caramel. Okay, last thing you need is you gotta have nuts on these, right? If you wanna make them caramel. Now, you know, we have all kinds of different nuts. Pecans sort of are traditionally what go on. Pecans are peanuts, but peanuts, blah, who wants those? Sort of traditionally what go on. So we have our white chocolate cinnamon pecans. These are unbelievable. So I thought this was gonna just take it up just that much more. Sprinkle some of these on. You could also do, I'm gonna do some with our almonds, our dark chocolate sea salt almonds. And I'm gonna push these in just to make sure they stick somewhat. Let's give this guy some more. He didn't get very many. Okay, there it is. What I've been teasing you guys about all week, but I really wanted to wait until today because, like I said, I'm meeting my family at the park tomorrow. Okay, now all you have left to do with this is pop it in the fridge, let it harden and cool off, and it is amazing. Yes, I did try one ahead of time a couple days ago, or yesterday when I actually made that nasty caramel. So like I said, use the craft pieces or the other, or whatever. Brock's I think has some. Use the real ones. Don't mix it from a powder. If you're gonna make it yourself, feel free to. They're great, but it's sort of hard and you don't really need to go to all that effort. So I'm very excited to show everybody these tomorrow and have everybody have their little surprise. What else do I want to tell you? If you know of any people looking to raise money for nonprofits, for teams, whatever, please give me a call. I've got all kinds of fun things I can do. Lots of different activities I can do online. That's great. Oh, and I don't have it yet, but I will hopefully have it next week to show you our final new product, our single origin bars. Wow, I'm getting lots of love there. Our single origin bars, and they are amazing. Not only do they support our company, who supports the women in the Ivory Coast, it supports small farms in 4 different, all of our chocolate supports small farms in different regions, but this supports 4 different specific regions. So I'm going to stick these in the fridge, and there's nothing to show you besides this, because guess what? This is what it looks like, even when it's hard. So there you go. Thanks so much, Deanna, for finding this for me. I love this recipe. If you guys see any recipes out there, please send them to me. I love coming up with new things and giving them the Cocoa Exchange twist on it. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. For any of my friends who celebrate, Shana Tova, and have a healthy and sweet new year. These will make it really sweet. Thanks. Bye.